Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today, this happy couple is back in the news. And I don't know, my happy couple is here to talk about it with me. Say hi.
Hi, this is Jay, also known as Dr. Bad Vibes on YouTube and Twitch. Can I have a bodyguard hold me like that? Actually, no, that's too much.
Yeah, so after that catastrophic car chase by these two, I'm using big old quotation marks there. News is coming out left and right about them, and the latest one is interesting, so we just thought we'd come on and have a conversation with you all about it.
First off, what's with this photo? That's the weirdest pose. It looks like somebody took a picture of like a pair of blocky action figures in the box, and they're very unhappy about it. Okay, anyway, Airbnb, haha, get it. Prince Harry has rooms set aside in a luxury hotel where he stays without Meghan Markle near his £12 million California home. So this came from the Sun, the U.S. Sun, not the sun that we orbit. And there's a lot of rumors going around. I've heard some of them about trouble in paradise, and this seems to follow. This was around their anniversary week, and the rumor is he basically escaped and stayed in a room by himself.
Yeah, so this is my face reading this article. So their anniversary was May 19th. We just passed it. Happy anniversary, happy couple. Seems like things are going really well for you guys. And it's interesting timing that these articles coming out. And like Jay said, that one was from The Sun, but there's several like this. I found one in the New York Post as well. And it seems to be that they're claiming that Prince Harry has this hotel room set aside for when he needs time away. Interesting. Where's this? Who's reporting on this? Are they leaking it themselves for more attention? Are sources fed up with their behavior, so they're leaking it? I'm just curious about that. But guys, we pulled the hotel room. Jay, why don't you describe what we're looking at?
So the hotel in question is something they seem to have an annual membership to, about £3,200 a year. And the outside looks pretty nice, lush, green, got a pool. I mean, I guess it's kind of like a country club without the country, with the membership. But the room itself, I don't know about that. I mean, it's just one photo. Maybe it's way better on the other side, but it does. I don't know. It looks like Jack Nicholson's going to bust through the door, announcing his presence with an axe at any moment. But hey, all that being said, I'm sure it's still way more peaceful than living with Meghan. I can't really blame the dude.
You know what's funny? It just occurred to me. I was like, what does this room look like? Okay, go with me on this journey, Jay. We'll love this. Beetlejuice. Do you remember when they got the house and they had that awful wallpaper and Delia was spray painting over the wallpaper? That's the immediate vibe I got from this room.
Yeah, Harry's gonna turn into a ghost and his head's gonna spin around. And this whole thing is so weird for regular people, but I mean, look at the photo here. The guy's probably got to give his arm a break. I bet his arm is hanging by a thread. It's been clawed at for years.
The whole thing's so weird. I almost wonder. There's so many thoughts in my head here. Go with me on this journey. I almost wonder if it's a look over here while we're, dealing with the train wreck that is the, quote, almost catastrophic car collision, just bullshit. I wonder if it's a look over here tactic. But the other thing I wonder is, we keep hearing of rumblings of trouble between them, and I wonder if people are just finally speaking up about it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't follow this as closely as Jen, obviously, or even you, the viewers. I'm just here as a bystander. But this is starting to leak in my news even. Like, I've heard rumors about, just little stuff like Meghan not wearing her ring. Jen told me about the bodyguard. That's very strange. And, I mean, just body language. Like, remember the kiss cam? She's like, nah. Things like that. I mean, it's. I mean, we've been calling it since this popped up on the channel. I mean, it's just a countdown till divorce, I believe.
I'm actually glad you brought up the bodyguard because that's something that I get a lot of comments on that we can go into real quick. I mean, it's all alleged, all speculation, but it is interesting. So think back, Diana had a thing with her bodyguard. It's well known. She discussed it. There you go. So why wouldn't Meghan take a page out of that playbook, right? Since she seems to want to draw comparisons to Diana at every single turn. Hence the car chase thing. But the bodyguard in question is right here, and he happens to be wearing a gold tie that almost exactly matches Meghan's dress, down to the pattern itself. So that's interesting enough. Again, could be chalked up to coincidence, but take a look at this. This is where eyebrows started to raise. So they're escorting her through a crowd, as your bodyguard would. I get it. But there's a bodyguard with his hand up top. Okay. What's going on with the lower hand? That's the same bodyguard in question. Interesting, right? And again, you could chalk this up to coincidence. I mean, we all could. But look at this one. Look at this picture. What do you say here? Is this still a coincidence? It's getting weirder, right?
Wow. So I didn't know all of these details. I'm learning them as we sit here. So that's pretty surprising. The tie, especially. I mean, it could be a coincidence, but if not, that's insane. I mean, and then you got Kevin Costner leading around with the grabby hands. The whole thing's just strange. I mean, just all this stuff in general, like I keep seeing come up. It's like she was born too early. That virtual reality wasn't a thing, and the Princess Diana simulator wasn't out yet. And so she's like, "Well, I guess I'll just do it." So it's insane. It's like the stuff that seems to be willed into existence to be Diana number 2. Emphasis on the number 2. But it's just like conspiracy level tinfoil stuff when you see it. It's just like, how can this be a thing? But it seems to be a thing.
The whole thing is weird, and Harry is an idiot, and he just goes along with this bullshit. Again, not giving him a free pass. He's an asshole too for playing along. You know who I feel most sorry for is William, because he's the one who has, he dealt with the same loss that Harry did, and he can't act out like this, but these two continue to, bring up her name and do stunts like this. So I find the whole thing so weird, and then we get into this where, like you said, she's cosplaying Diana, having a thing with the bodyguard. I'm not sure. I suspect it's to draw attention away from the bad press they're receiving all over the place from the what nearly catastrophic car chase. Just interesting timing on these articles. That's all I'll say on that. But what are your thoughts? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Is this all just more publicity for them? Are they putting out these pieces themselves? Are people just finally, we've been sick of them a long time, but are they finally fed up with it all and they're actually releasing all the information? What do you think is happening? I welcome your comments on this one, because I'm just as stumped as everybody else. I'm just as mind blown, I think, as everybody else. Like, what are they up to now?
What everyone doesn't know is that this whole thing is a ruse set up by me, by my galaxy-sized brain, to further cement my privacy. I'll misdirect everybody and they won't know anything going on.
But that's probably not it. I think things are just starting to fall apart. Things are leaking out. Nothing that wasn't really expected from the get-go, unfortunately. Don't wish people ill, but good God. But that being said, that's all I got on it. So if you want to see more from me, you can find me on YouTube and Twitch as Dr. Bad Vibes. I play video games. I don't know much else.
Yes, you do. You know how not to rent a bungalow that looks like Beetlejuice. You know not how to not get felt up by a bodyguard. That's pretty good. That's more than Meghan knows. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. If there's something you want to talk about, by all means, leave me comments. I welcome them. But I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.